Hi everybody, Nature Nancy here, and welcome to our next episode where we are going to go and look for animals that have been on this earth for over 200 million years. We're going to go to the wetland and the areas around the wetland to look for turtles and what makes them so special.
So, our first stop is with this little painted turtle that we found at the side of the road near a local wetland. Now, Southern Ontario is an excellent place to be for diversity of species of turtles. We have 8 native species, and one of those is this painted turtle. Now, turtles are cold blooded, which means that their body temperature matches that to the environment around them. So, in the wintertime, turtles hibernate. Their body slows right down, and they often find a spot deep beneath a pond to stay for the winter. But when spring comes and things warm up, so does their body. And spring is a time for swimming, for eating, and exploring. Well, here we have a painted turtle sunning itself on the edge of the wetland. They live in the wetland, but they also travel overland, looking for mates, establishing territory, or looking for a place to lay their eggs. And right now in June, there's a lot of females on the move. Oh, there it goes, looking for a really good place to lay its eggs.
When I was a kid, I thought that turtles could climb out of the shells because that's what I saw in cartoons. But as I got older and learned more and more about turtles, I realized that their shells were the most fascinating part to me of the turtle. So today we have an opportunity to share this big snapping turtle shell with you. So here we have a fairly large, fairly mature shell of a snapping turtle. And I'm going to show just the different parts of it. So the top of the shell is called the carapace. And it has on it some scutes, which are essentially the scales of the turtle, because reptiles have scales. And here you can see I've taken a couple of the scutes off. And underneath, it's a bone. So this is the skeleton of the turtle. So they have the skeleton on the top and underneath their bodies. And you can see the backbone here and the ribs that are fused together to give the strength to this turtle. So here we have another example of the inside of a carapace, and it gives a better idea to see the ribs and the vertebrae down the center. And you can really see it's like a fused together rib cage that protects the turtle. Now, the shell of the snapping turtle doesn't give as much protection as this shell of the painted turtle. You can see the little turtles tucked right into under the carapace, and the plastron, which is the part beneath it, is protecting it as well. So it takes a lot of years before a female turtle is mature enough to lay eggs. But when they do, it's about this time of year in June that they'll travel from their wetland and move to a nesting spot, dig a hole, and lay a bunch of eggs. Now, those eggs will stay in that nest. And the cool thing is depending on the temperature of the air, dictates whether they're going to be males or females. So if it's a long, hot summer, you have more female babies. Now, those babies are going to be born in the fall. And with snapping turtles, they leave their nest and try and find their wetland without help from their mom. But if they're a painted turtle, they actually stay in their nest and they stay there all winter. Now, it's hard for these turtles, baby turtles, to survive. They've got a lot of predators and a lot of things in the way of getting them to maturity. So often it's really hard on baby turtles. So this is the snapper shell I showed you before, but next to it is a tiny baby snapper. So I thought I would use it to compare size. So this tiny baby snapper unfortunately didn't make it, but it was found by a friend of mine, and you can see its pointy little mouth. It's like a beak-like mouth, and its long tail, and that's how small they are when they start out life. Turtles are crossing the road all the time to find new territories and nests, and we know this isn't a fast process.
So it's funny to show the back of a car in a nature video, but if it's safe to do so, I will stop my vehicle and take the turtle across the road in the direction it's going. My good friend Reg noticed a turtle in the middle of the road when he was out for a drive, so he made sure that he took it off the road in the direction it was traveling. He knew I was making a video about turtles, so he thought he'd take a chance to show what the painted turtle looked like up close. So you can see the plastron underneath, and you can see why it's called a painted turtle. Look at that beautiful shell, especially the bridge part, the side part he's showing right there. After having a quick look at the turtle, he set it down safe and sound.
Turtles are a species at risk, which means that they are in danger of disappearing. And there's an organization called Ontario Turtle Conservation Centre that helps turtles in need. So if a turtle is found and is injured anywhere in Ontario, they can go to the Conservation Centre and be healed at their turtle hospital. So today, your activity is just to go out into nature and look for turtles. So if you're walking by a wetland, or even when the turtle is on the move, keep your eye out for turtles. And if you find an injured turtle, please call the number below, the Ontario Turtle Conservation Centre, and let them know, and they'll help you to know what to do with them. So from my little spot on Turtle Island, thanks for watching Nature Nancy Turtles. Hi, Falcon Frank.
Hi, everybody.